Both men meet in the middle. This is another 6-minute match in our blue belt bracket. Collar ties in the center. Both men content to pummel. Now hand fight. Inside collar tie for Steger. Double collar tie for Steger now. Leroy trying to shuck underneath into a hip toss there. Back to the hand fighting and collar tie exchanges here, both men. Hand fighting collar ties. Steger checking the knee. Steger now takes over the center position from Leroy. Leroy on the outside. Back to hand fighting here. Heavy head-to-head position. Body lock position here. Leroy does a good job of unpummeling that, getting back to biceps here, and we're back on hand fighting. Steger with a drag attempt there. Steger again checking that lead knee. Outside circle here. Both men content to continue the wrestling, but White Line Promotions, we want action and we want to generate submissions, so we're going to get to our coin flip here, which is going to lead to our get down rule. Steger wins the toss, and he elects to sit bottom with butterflies. Leroy is going to have that top on the butterflies with the overhooks. And they're clear. Steger looking to elevate. Leroy looking to create some balance over top. Steger moves to close guard here. Leroy starts locking one arm across the body here, getting his posture. And both men content here to generate a stand-up. Back to the wrestling we go. Steger with a frame on the hip here off of this body lock position. Collar tie now. Leroy almost gets over top there. Back to collar ties. Leroy seems a little bit more inclined to let Steger have the collar tie here and pummel for that double under position. It's a deep underhook there, and Steger does a good job of framing his weight away. Steger back on that heavy collar tie. Leroy inside frames on the bicep here, trying to pummel through to that underhook. Big forward lean here from Steger. Both men heavy forward pressure into one another. A little bit of a shot there from Leroy. Doesn't fully commit through to it, and Steger's able to handle that and pummel through. Has an underhook on now. Leroy does a good job removing that pummel. Back to bicep controls here. Again, both men leaning forward heavily. Collar tie from Leroy now. A little bit too open on the elbow position there. Leroy Steegers able to pummel his hand inside for collar tie. Off to the edge they go, and our referee resets them in the center. Heavy collar tie there from Leroy. Looking to create that double under. Heavy forward lean again. Steger. Gonna keep that center. Leroy back on that collar tie. Referee telling both men that we need more action here. And some feints here from both men. Leroy probably the most legitimate attempt at a shot there out of all those fakes. Both men content to collar tie. Crowd urging them on. Leroy cuts angle. And we're back on collar ties and hand fighting. It's going to be a tight one to call for our judges here. Leroy trying to go from collar tie to ankle pick there. Missed his opportunity a little bit. Big drive forward there from Leroy. Now pummeling in that underhook.
Time. Your winner via judge's decision, Leroy Dixon.
Yeah.